Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, disappointing loss tonight, losing to the Miami Marlins in this one, 5-3. Uh, as our Miami ends our 5-game winning streak, and well, the thing about this game was we almost attempted another comeback, and we had the lead at one point, scoring the first run of this one, and going into this game, we were undefeated when scoring first. That's right, we had not lost a game when scoring first. Well, actually, yesterday against the Astros, they scored first, but we, of course, came back and won. Uh, and yeah, so it was us and the Dodgers that were the only two undefeated teams that were undefeated when scoring their first run of a game. Uh, and yeah, so that unfortunately is over. Jordan Walker, though, extends his hitting streak. He continues his monster start to the season. Michael McGreevy pitched into the sixth inning in this one. We would take a 1-0 lead in the top of the fourth. Sacrifice fly by Mason Wynn had an outstanding series in his hometown of Houston, Texas, including driving in the go-ahead 3 runs in extra innings yesterday. And so that'll give us a 1-0 lead, scoring Jordan Walker. But the Marlins will come back tied up 1-1 at the bottom of the fourth. RBI double by Kyle Stowers, who was an all-star last year, by far their best hitter. Or rather, not by Stowers. He would score the run. It was driven by infielder Xavier Edwards. So that would tie it up 1-1. Then in the bottom of the fifth, the Marlins take the lead 2-1. Solo home run by catcher Augustine Ramirez, his second of the year, and 11th run batted in, so that'll make it a 2-1 Marlins lead. But we would come back to tied up 2-2. Jordan Walker would score on a wild pitch. That would tie it up 2-2. We had a great chance to take the lead, as there was only one out, but Ramon Urias would strike out and Thomas Ajacey would ground out. And McGreevy would give up a double to Otto Lopez to make it a 3-2 Marlins lead, and then a walk and then an RBI single by Liam Hicks to make it a 4-2 game. He already has 20 RBIs in the season. That, I believe, lead the National League, if not all of baseball. So that would make it a 3-2 or 4-2 Marlins lead, and then McGreevy would be knocked out after that. Matt Swanson would come in and get the final out of the sixth, and then would have a pitch a scoreless seventh inning to keep it a 4-2 game. But unfortunately, 2 strikeouts in the eighth. So still down 4-2 with Ryan Fernandez on the mound, who last pitched last Tuesday, so almost a week ago. Or actually, no, I believe he pitched last Monday against Cleveland, so a week of rest for Fernandez. Back-to-back walks, and then Hicks with an RBI single to make it 5-2. And we had a chance in the ninth. Mason went with the leadoff triple, and then Ramon Urias would drive him in with a sac fly. But then back-to-back strikeouts to end it, as the Marlins closer Pete Fairbanks, who ironically is a St. Louis native and formerly was with the Tampa Bay Rays up until this year. So, disappointing loss for sure. But McGreevy had a solid start, pitching into the sixth inning. He's been very solid so far this season. So hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow night, as it'll be Andre Palante getting the start for the Cardinals against for the Marlins. They will have my bad, it is actually Dustin May getting the start tomorrow for St. Louis against right-hander Chris Paddock for Miami. May's been very solid his past 2 starts after a really rough first 2 starts. So, till then, count X% go Cards.